Good evening. I hope I find you well. So we start off with the usual way. Sweetheart of Jesus, fount of love and mercy, today we come, thy blessing to implore. Oh, touch our hearts, so cold and so ungrateful, and make us love thee more and more each day. Sweetheart of Jesus, we implore, oh, make us love thee more and more. Sweetheart of Jesus, make us pure and gentle, and teach us how to do thy blessed will, to follow close the print of thy dear footsteps, and when we fall, sweetheart, oh, love us still. Sweetheart of Jesus, we implore, oh, make us love thee more and more. That's lovely, isn't it? There's our blessed mother. We'll sing it in Latin. I love it on YouTube. The marvelous singers will be listening to it a bit later on this evening. Here we are. Ave Maria, gratia plena. Ave, Ave, Ave Maria, gratia plena. Ave, Ave, Dominus, Dominus tecum. Benedicta tu in mulieribus, et benedictus, benedictus fructus, fructus ventris tui, Iesu. Ave Maria, Ave Maria, Mater Dei, ora pro nobis peccatoribus, ora pro nobis peccatoribus, nunc et in hora mortis nostrae, in hora mortis nostrae. Ave Maria. That's lovely. I love it in Latin. It's lovely to hear it on the YouTube. There's boy sopranos singing it, Libra, something or another, and it's lovely. And they sing Sanctus somewhere. It's beautiful. And then some of the ladies singing Jessie Norman, uplifting. And then the chants, the Gregorian chant, the marvelous hymns, Agnus Dei, say no more. Anyway, today we had a lovely couple of days, and I got my concrete done. Thank God it was dry the following day, which is lucky enough, because by goodness, this morning now, I rang my friend Darren to say like that it was very awkward. I had to use the spade to try and open the gate to get rid of the concrete that was blocking it, and then I had to force it to close it, or to open it yesterday morning. So I rang him yesterday evening, and he said he'd come today, but he couldn't come with that. I've been downpour the whole day. That's a fact. And I had to go at a tea with my friend Pádraig and a good chat. Oh yes, we always cover a bit of ground. He's not as fit. He's 8 months older than I am, and my good friend Eamon is 8 months younger than I am. So it's that kind of a situation. Anyway, so it was his turn to pay, and it's only a fiver, but he got 10 cents change. So you've made a bit of a jingle then in your pocket. So so it was raining, but I wanted to get a bit of in the fruit and veg shop around around the corner. So I mean, I had a hat on me head and that, and sure you were drowned it. It was really coming down heavy enough. So I got my few pears, and I got iced lettuce because they didn't have the other fresh, and a couple of bananas, and I don't know what else I got. But it didn't come to anything worth talking about, a few euros or something. And so I had that, and I had all the papers that I'd given Party, and he hadn't brought back, so he had a good dose, and then the bag got wet, but then I had a spare bag that I was able to put them into. I gave a present to Catherine there that works there, mulled wine and port, which I got as a present along with other stuff, but I'm not too keen on either of those items, so I gave them that in the bag for Catherine, and she was very grateful. I like to sort of give things to people that can deserve them, I think. No point in throwing apples into an orchard, Catherine works there, so which is good, and they're a very nice family, the Farleys. Met Tom yesterday, a nice sunny day, and that went a good chat, and met a couple of other individuals up the street. And my good friend Paul and another lad, Patrick McCann from the band, lives out in Valley. So anyways, I had to go to the HSE in Kells because I saw Paul pointed out my EU or European health service card that if you hadn't happened yet. So I went to Kells at the HSE, and they were very good there up in the reception. They gave me, they wrote out something that would cover me for a month. Well, I'm there for 5 days, but 5 nights, but it's useful to have. So that covered me, and then you get the card in Navan. And when I rang them, sure, I mean, they said something about, inquired about this, the phone was busy, so gave me some lady's number, or email to send her one. I sent her details, and which I did. And then there was something I needed that Riley, and I mustn't have put in the dot, so it didn't go, and then I did it with the dot, so I'd be checking it in my email to see if there's any other problem. You never can tell with these things, don't you? You have to be wide awake. Anyways, so they were very helpful up in HSE Kells. We were very grateful for that. And then I was able to park without having to go into the car park. There was what they call a nimble lead, and I have the little item from them that entitles me to park in places like that. Your age marks you up to 3 in life. You're not as fit as you were. You're not. But you're fit enough, thank God. Anyways, so I parked the car and did my best. They were very helpful. And then I went back and was going up towards the town. But then the school was off. I was still traffic, so I turned around and went back down and came up some other way and on out to Oldcastle. And then I went down to Supervalue and got ice cream because they hadn't got the items that I like. Honeycomb is one, and I got 2 of them. They're good size. And then I got another 2 of ones that I like. Can't just think of the name of them, but I got them. I know them when I look at them. So there we are. So it was a busy day, and it's extraordinary the things you have to be doing. And when I was talking to the solicitor there the other day with regard to what I'm doing there, and he said about that the Christian TV Ireland, which is good, and we have a good lot of subscribers and a great lot of viewers. and that we need to apply for a charity license or something like that. Well, I said we were intended to do that, but in the early stages it didn't seem that important until you got some track record. So we have that. So we will apply for a charity license because we're going to be, when we get a TV station going, it'll be dependent on donations because we have Irish people, not just in this country, but throughout the world. 30 million of them are of Irish descent in the United States, and they're very fond of this country, so I would expect to get support. Yeah, but we need to have that, and I'm surprised that I remember mentioning this to Oliver a good while ago, my colleague, and it didn't seem necessary, but it's always necessary. But now we have various good friends in that, and one great priest that I admire, Father Sean Sheehy from Listowel in Listowel. So I hope he'll become involved because he's just on our wavelength. He's traditional, and that's what I am too, and Oliver. So we'll have to have one or two more, but we won't have any problem. We've enough contacts here, there, and yonder, and so we'll be doing that when I come back from me vacation home. Well, it's not a vacation; it's a visit to Blessed Alexandrina, as I was telling you about. I showed you the picture of her. She lived on the Eucharist for 13 years before her death. What a she jumped out of a window when she was 14 when a former employer that was not much good because she was a great little worker, and the mother had said to this fella that she'd need to be going to mass. She wants to go to mass every Sunday, and he didn't allow that. He was a bowsy. But him and two other scoundrels coming to us, two little girls, her sister and another one, they were doing sewing upstairs, and they heard the noise and looked out, and she saw this and boarded up something. But anyway, these scoundrels got in, and Alexandrina jumped out the window, or that. The pity she didn't lower herself or something. God help her. 12 or 14, so what you wouldn't know. And she wound up some years afterwards in bed. She couldn't, from that. But she saved her chastity, and she got a plank and went in and bit the head out of those scoundrels, and they ran so the other girls weren't molested. And cheek them. So anyway, that's where I'm going. So it's like a pilgrimage, and I'll be reporting. I'm not bringing this business out, and I want to concentrate on what I'm there for. So bye now, and that's the news. Busy all day, and I could do without them. Yeah, now tomorrow I'll go and listen again to sign the things. So I hope that's the end of the blinking thing. And I sent a text or an email to this one and in the HSE in Navan. They're so busy they can't take phone calls and you can't leave messages. They're tongue in cheek. What can you do? Of course, Navan is upside down with all the old roadworks. It's going on for years there. I don't know what they're at the whole time, putting down these old paving slabs. I think the lights are out up here. Doing such chronology. All you want is a footpath that you can walk on. You don't want all these old whatever they're obsessed with, and putting them down kind of roads that you might use. In the car park, and putting in then sections for putting in flowers or something. And sure, they'd want a team of men to try and maintain them. You see, one is getting out of hand near the shopping centre. So anyways, enjoy the rest of your evening. I wonder will the rain ease off. We'll be going out now to feed the birds. Oh, there's a fella there, I can't go out the door without he screeching. He's up and he follows me over to the sun house. It beats all. And then when I put out the food because I'm going out, he's to run away. Funny, isn't it? So bye now. God bless.